As we get deeper into 2022, it's looking more and more probable that we are destined for a recession. And I know this is a big concern for a lot of you guys out there, especially the newer sellers who are worried that it might be a bad time to start an Amazon business. So in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down some specific strategies that you can use, some strategies that I'll be using to navigate a potential upcoming recession. If you're new to the channel, my name's Warner Fields from Fields of Profit. I'm a full-time 7-figure Amazon seller, and I'm not usually one to talk about doom and gloom topics like this one, but I did study economics in college and have a fairly decent Amazon business, so I felt like I was fairly qualified to talk about this topic. So let's jump into some strategies that are going to help you navigate an upcoming recession. So I want to start off this video by answering the question that I've been getting more and more in my DMs lately. Is it a bad time to start an Amazon business because of a likely upcoming recession? And I'm certainly biased being an Amazon seller, but in my opinion, it is absolutely not a bad time. It might actually be very important for you to start an Amazon business right now. The first reason I think it's an amazing time to start an Amazon business is because during a recession, you're going to see a lot of layoffs. There's going to be a lot of uncertainty, all that kind of stuff. And you don't want to be someone who's left out in the cold. It might not be your fault. You're probably great at your job, but if your company gets disproportionately affected by a massive downturn, you could get laid off. And obviously, I hope that everyone watching this is able to keep their jobs during a potential recession. But if you do end up getting laid off and you started an Amazon business, you're going to be so grateful that you do have a little bit of control in your life in that way, where you went ahead, you started a new income stream. Even if you're not making a ton of money at it with a full-time job now, if you've already been taking action on Amazon, you're going to have a great plan of action to figure something out, make some money in the short term. And then who knows, if things go really great for you, maybe you're able to go full-time on Amazon. But having that side income stream from selling on Amazon is going to be very, very important, especially as employers are going to be looking to save as much money as possible on payroll. For you to have a separate income stream that you can control how fast grows is going to be very important, because not only is job security going to be a little bit lower during a recession, but employers are also going to be way less likely to be going out giving raises, all that kind of stuff. So the best way for you to control giving yourself your own raises is to go ahead and start a business and start selling on Amazon. And as we progress closer and closer to a potential recession, I think it's very important to think about that specific plan of action that you're going to take. So for me, if a recession were to come, I would probably start shifting my focus towards categories that I think are a little bit more recession-proof than others. So let me go ahead and share a lot of those categories that I will be scaling into in a potential recession. First off, I would highly recommend you guys start to look at the pet category if you're not already selling in the pet category. During a recession, when people aren't doing so well, there's been a ton of studies done to show that people still spend a ton of money on their pets, and they will continue to spend money on their pets. Even if finances aren't great, they're going to continue to spend on pets. Pets are like having an extra family member, so it only makes sense. So start to look at dog treats and dog food and cat food and all that kind of stuff. Any product that you think a pet owner is going to need, those are going to be awesome opportunities for you to scale in. The next category I would encourage you to think about would be the grocery category. Obviously, during a recession, people still have to eat, and they're still going to need all kinds of stuff in the grocery category. So definitely make sure you have a lot of stuff in the grocery category. And outside of just thinking about it in a recession point of view, I really like the grocery category in general, because a lot of those items are not returnable for customers, which does really help the bottom line, because you're not going to have any of those costs associated with returns. The next sort of recession-proof category that I would go ahead and recommend for you is the vitamin, the supplement category. Even during a recession, people are still going to be taking care of their health. So the vitamin and supplement category is a great way to take advantage of that. People are still going to be acknowledging that vitamins and supplements are kind of a non-negotiable important part of their health, versus buying those premium brands and clothing and that kind of stuff for working out. That might kind of fall to the wayside in favor of cheaper clothing, cheaper workout materials, but people are always going to be needing those vitamins and supplements on their path to stay healthy. And then the last category I would recommend for you is kind of self-explanatory. The baby category is going to be a good opportunity because people are always going to be needing babies. I will add the caveat to this category that you should not resell anything in the baby category that is kind of in limited supply, like the formula shortage. I know we had that. If you're reselling formula, stop. Don't do that. Do not upcharge and resell on products that are essential for babies, especially if they're in a shortage or they're not available at the original source. I would encourage you to rethink that sourcing decision. But with that said, the baby category is going to have a ton of products where they're still available on the source website. Parents are going to be willing to pay on Amazon for that extra convenience. So in those cases, it's going to be a great opportunity for you to go ahead and capture that demand, because people are still going to be having babies during a recession. So that's going to be a great thing to take advantage of and capture some more kind of recession-proof sales for your business. And then while we're on the topic of inflation and recession and all that kind of stuff, I know it feels like everyone has become an economist of late, which is kind of funny to see. And I'm not ignorant to the fact that I only have an undergraduate degree in economics, but for me, the way I'm looking at at the inflation and all that kind of stuff we're seeing, is owning an Amazon business is possibly one of the best inflation hedges you can have right now, because what is inflating, right? It's the price of goods. What do you own as an Amazon seller? A ton of goods. So if you're super worried about inflation, I think probably one of the absolute best things you could do is go out and buy a ton of inventory for your Amazon business, because if those prices are inflating, there you go. That means your inventory is now worth even more money than it was when you bought it. But at the end of the day, since Amazon has over 150 million Prime customers, I am not at all worried about what a recession might do to my Amazon business. Maybe I might see a tiny bit of decline in sales, but I'm really not worried about this kind of stuff. Especially for you new sellers, your growth should be massively outpacing any kind of general economic downturn we're seeing, because that downturn would just be a couple percentage points a quarter, while at the beginning, your Amazon business is going to be doubling, tripling, quadrupling every month, just because of how easy it is to grow on the micro scale of Amazon. So unless you're an 8 or 9 figure Amazon seller watching this video, I really wouldn't worry too much about what kind of negative impact a potential recession might have on your sales, because really your personal growth should be absolutely crushing the general market downturn that we might see. So if you enjoyed this video and want even more free resources to learn how to sell on Amazon, directly beneath me is going to be the link to our completely free Amazon seller Discord community. There's over 29,000 people in there sharing a ton of free information. Would love to see you in there. And again, if you did learn from this video and got some value out of it, I'd really appreciate if you add some value to my business and hit that subscribe button down below. And as always, let me know if you have any comments or questions that I can answer for you. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.